Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. Alright, so this video is on the law of resonance. Now, everyone knows that if you take two tuning forks on the same frequency, you hit one tuning fork, the energy on that same frequency will hit the other tuning fork and it'll start to vibrate. So these two tuning forks will be in resonance with each other. And this is the basics of the law of resonance. That one tuning fork can get free power from another tuning fork that's vibrating. And this is why we do so much fascia training, because we want to tune the fascia to the frequency of life force conduction. So we stretch the body, we get a stronger feeling of life force. The life force in the forest that we're sitting in, we're tuning to that, which gives us free power. This is the scepter of power. Tuning yourself to power makes you a conductor of power. So the looseness of your body gets rid of the resistance to the power. You have to have a loose, elastic body. So this is where there's a benefit in doing things like Tai Chi, because Tai Chi loosens the body so that you can build power in your fascia through tuning it to life force and various frequencies. You look at Kabbalah, there's 27 letters on 4 different planes, so there's 108 different stretches in the fascia to pull those piano wires to vibrate on those Kabbalistic sounds and frequencies. And then you adjust that individual 108 different stretches to different ideas and different expressions. So there's an infinite range of elastic stretches in the body so that those piano wires can make the correct sounds. Now, this principle of resonance, let's say in Kabbalah, you look at the basics, you go into Akashic trance, you tune into, let's say, letter A, air element. Within one point is all points, so the air element exists in every point in space. And through Akasha, you connect to the air principle universally, and you feel that the letter A exists everywhere in space, in the Akasha. And then you bring yourself into resonance with that, and you have a universal mind experience based on the law of resonance, pulling your mental body out into that Akashic fabric of the letter A, that soft sky blue color of the air element. So this is the way you start having experiences in Kabbalah by tuning your body to the frequency of the air element, tuning your astral body to the frequency air element, tuning the mental body to the frequency air element, and then releasing into the Akashic quality through the law of resonance of the air element, so you have a universal experience. This is your introduction, your most basic thing of Kabbalah. Now the law of resonance basically says that you get free energy by tuning yourself to any large energy source. And this is where Qigong is so valuable, where you just start your basic training of, I can feel energy through building the ball, tune the fascia to that life force, stand in a place that's far more powerful than you, which isn't a concrete room or a condo. It's a powerful forest with old growth trees that have huge amounts of life force. Tune your mind, your body, your feeling to that frequency and become a conductor for that power to pass through you. Then you start vibrating through the law of resonance to emanate that life force power out into your environment. So it comes through you and out, past, and you radiate it into your space. Now, if the environment around you is far more powerful and has more life force than you, and you tune to it, you get free power. If you're the strongest life force in the space, you don't get any free power because there's no power around you. That's why Qigong practitioners always go to the park, go to the forest, go to the mountains, and like to live in the greenery, live in the mountains, live in the forest, have a cabin to go to on the weekends, so they can be in resonance with nature and experience the power of nature. This is really an essential part of Hermetics and Qigong practice, is how you tune your body through the law of resonance to various energies. Now, one metaphor I use quite often is holding a baby. You pick up the baby and you put it onto your chest. What happens when you do that? There's a very, very strong sense of protection. You don't want to drop the baby, you're holding it, so it's a magnetic quality. There's a feeling of love, magnetic quality. There's a very, very deep sense of care and a maternal instinct, and you're responsible for that baby. And all these feeling qualities are resonant energies. So by holding the baby and breathing into that frequency, when you put the baby in the cot, and then you go back to holding the baby as a Qigong exercise, you start vital breathing, your life force hits that feeling of love, and you start building love. What happens? The baby's over there, it's in the cot. Now you start healing yourself through the law of resonance. That maternal frequency of universal love starts healing you. You bring yourself into resonance with that healing quality, and you just go into your own astral body, timeline back in time, just healing your emotional crises, your emotional traumas, anything that's a sticking point that's affecting your current way of thinking, feeling, acting from the past. You apply this frequency of love to it, just heal it, let it go, release, 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 release. By talking about love, love doesn't mean to forgive, it means to let go. So forgiveness is a different frequency. It's not to hold on to. To have love is to understand without judgment and not have a stickiness, which is pretty ironic because it's all magnetic and holding. But through this love of magnetic and holding, you control the fluidic quality of what holds, what generates cohesion. So you can release and let go. It gives you the power to let go by training the frequency of holding. And this frequency can be flipped around. And this law of resonance can be used in a multitude of different ways. Now, how does it apply to Qigong? How does it apply to Hermetics in just the most basic, fundamental way? We've looked at life force, tune the fascia through building the ball. Your body's a tuning fork, put yourself in a place of power of the forest, and your body starts to radiate the life force of the forest as it passes through you, and you have a Qigong experience. Now, if, let's say we look at classical Qigong exercises, Taoist Qigong exercises, they may have an astrological star alignment above the crown, so they might have a picture of the Big Dipper there. And so they have to raise up between the Big Dipper and the crown is Akasha, Wuji. So you go to the lower center of gravity, vital, you slow it down, release time. Go to the astral heart center, release space. Go to the mental, and then release time and space together. Go to the infinity quality, awaken the crown, and then mentally transfer your awareness to the astrological alignment, which in this case could be the Big Dipper or a planetary, like could be the sun or the moon or whatever planet, your constellation you're working with. And then from there, you invite that frequency through the law of resonance, because now it's a cosmic energy from the cosmos. You invite it through Akasha, through that Wuji quality, into your mental body. So now it hits your pineal gland. What happens in your pineal gland is your mind, your consciousness takes on an imagination, a vibrational match within the awareness itself, and discerns, that is the Orion star system, that is the energy from the moon, that is that cosmic alignment. And your mental body starts to mimic, goes through this mimicry of that frequency. Once the frequency there and the frequency in the mental body match each other, and you've tuned in, you'll feel your face changing, your alignment and your mind changing. And once it's tuned and you're fully surrendered here to here, then from there, okay, now it's time to bring it into form. It's a mental quality. Now we want to add time to it. We want to add space to it. We want to make it astral. So we start bringing it into form. And as we start bringing it into form, it hits the astral body starts matching the mental body, and the energy of your astral body starts vibrationally shifting to allow the energy from there that's become mental to become astral in your feelings. From the astral body, we bring it down to the physical body. We start breathing life force, and we start acting upon it. And all Qigong systems have this in some way, shape, or form. Heaven, connect the energy through the mind intent, through the astral chi into the physical center of gravity. So there's 3 dantians aligned to an energy principle above the crown when you suspend your head from above. 3 bodies have 3 roles. The mental body has its regulating of time and space. It controls the timing, what frequency you're focusing on. Do we go up into Wuji? Do we go down into the astral? And then the personality is the role of the astral body. What is the personality and expression we're going to bring into form? How does this energy affect me and my environment and people around me? And then how do I act physically? What is the body mechanical structure to support this resonance of that particular energy? So any Qigong exercise that you do, you need to very, very clearly understand the law of resonance in relation to the three bodies so that you can perform Qigong. Just breathing isn't Qigong, it's just breathing. Some people say, oh, Qigong is, breath has energy and life in it, and just by breathing and relaxing you're doing Qigong. Well, that's kind of true, but that's a pretty superficial perception of guiding relaxation through your body. There's much more depth to it. I suggest you read the book Initiation Hermetics by Franz Baden. I've got a course on this on Vimeo. I've got a Tai Chi course and a Qigong course with many, many hundreds of videos of content. Thousands of videos online now. So you can have a look at those, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.